Hi everybody, welcome back. So I finished the Tamiya Alpine 1600 SC, and I thought I'd just show it off to you. I think it turned out okay. I did have some issues, and I'll go over those with you, but kind of show you what I did. So let's zoom in a little bit here. Readjust. Bring it up a little closer so you can actually see it. All right, here it is, the finished car. First of all, for the most part, it went together pretty well. I did have a couple of fit issues where and I'll show it to you when I stop the rotating on this. There's a small square radiator next to the engine, and once you put the headers on it, it's almost doesn't fit. I ended up having to really file down, remove the holes where it's supposed to fit into. I had to remove those off the chassis and file down on the radiator a little bit just to make it fit, and even then the clearance was extremely tight. There is a little bit of warpage on the chassis itself, on the frame, which I thought I had gotten out, but apparently I didn't. As soon as I got the body on it, it kind of warped back, I guess, if that makes sense. But overall, decent build. Let me stop this. Decent build. I did paint it with Tamiya TS19, the metallic blue, for the body color. The inside is matte black and gloss black for the interior. And then essentially like aluminum and Tamiya aluminum and Tamiya chrome silver and things like that for everything else. I did not do anything crazy with this. I just wanted to do something easy. I didn't try to goose it up or anything like that. I just kind of wanted to get through a build and get it done and just kind of go through that. But here, let me get this out of the way. The bonnet here does not permanently stay on. It's not affixed to it. So I just thought I'd show you. You can see the engine. There's not a whole lot of detail in here, but you can see, hold on, let me grab my pointing stick. You can see down in here is where that little radiator is, and these headers just are sitting right on top of it. I'm sure there's supposed to be some clearance there, but with the way it was designed, like I said, I had to remove the plugs and file that down just to get it to fit. And then the other issue was the manifold here. If you were to seat all of this in to its proper spot, so that you can't see it, you probably can't see it in here, but if you were to seat all of this into its proper spot, all of these pipes are in almost right behind this wheel, and the exhaust is supposed to come up. Well, I'll show you. I'll flip it over, show you. So the exhaust, so the manifold itself was in here. If you actually set everything the way it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be out here where the exhaust pipe is coming. I ended up having to unseat some of it just so I could move it so that it was where it was supposed to be in its proper spot. So that didn't fit. Had an issue with one of the axles as I was trying to put it into the engine, because the axle actually runs here and runs this way into the engine itself, or into the transmission, not the engine, transmission. it snapped. So I ended up having to kind of fix it as best I could. You can see this wheel's not exactly straight, and that's because of that. Also, the other issue that I had with this kit comes with metal transfers, and they would not stick. No matter how much I rubbed on them to try to get them to stay in place, it just wouldn't happen. So there are no metal transfers on this car at all because they just wouldn't stay there. I attempted to try to glue a couple of them down, and you'll see the marks on the bonnet for the engine. It just wouldn't stay at all. It was a pain in the ass, so I pulled it off. But overall, the wheels do turn left and right. Sorry if I'm not in shot. And yeah, overall, decent build. Really, like I said, not much to the build itself. It actually went fairly quickly. Again, just trying to slow down on my building pace a little bit, spend a little extra time, things like that. Just trying to be a little bit more precise with what I'm building, instead of trying to rush through things, trying to build a little bit more patience. And that's kind of where I'm at. So, everybody, I hope you like this. Like I said, this was a decent build. It would be a good build for a beginner or even, an expert. An expert could definitely do a lot more with this kit. If you want to spend the time like fixing up the engine a little bit better, some of those things. But that's all I have. I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you to all the new subscribers I picked up over the last week. I do appreciate that. And to my long-term ones, as always, I do appreciate each and every one of you. You've made this channel much bigger than I've ever expected it to be. So I do appreciate it, especially since I am not the greatest builder in the world or painter or anything else. But I do appreciate you guys sticking around and encouraging me to keep going. So I do appreciate that. Hope everybody's having a great week. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And I will talk to you all real soon. Bye.